Alright. Scariest part. Toward DLC.
Welcome to the badass crate.
I need to get him all in one grog. I just do. Like, this entire DLC, I want one grog. Which sucks, because there are several points where I'm going to want to save quit. Yelling, but... Anyway, no. Let's just have a nice chill time here so I can read chat easily. It's hard to read with all caps.
Just kidding. Fuck the legal waiver. You're in Borderlands now, sucker. Just head to the arena while I play you a sick guitar solo.
Yeah, my rats might not get you there alive, but they'll get you.
Meow, meow, meow. Win, win, win. Right now, you're right.
Okay, so first combat, sketchy. Second combat, sketchy. Beat down, sketchy. As you might be coming to understand, everything's sketchy.
For motherfucking legal reasons, get to the arena and we'll set you up with one.
What? Did you come down? Thank you. Alright, honestly, I might like the second one the least. You like slag? I'm getting the idea that you don't. Who else is there? That was like the best spawns I could have asked for. Those were so easy.
Personnel included. You're welcome. I didn't want you to get bored, so I was like, fuck it, give everybody guns. We lost half of our workforce in 3 days, but who gives a fuck? Look into my eye. I need a
Hey, he can live.
right now.
Okay, all these guys can, like, live. I'm just gonna leave one of them. Is this like it? Wow. That was the nicest this DLC could have been to me to start off. Arena, gonna be tough.
And as it so happens, I need a new apprentice. Come find me at the arena. Just follow the succulent scent of success.
And beat down.
Piston,
Not
what
looking
would you
forward
say
to it.
Those who accused you of cheating, of rigging fights to gain your number one
Rigging
ranking.
fights.
Wow, Jeffrey. Well, I guess I say I'd have to do this. And then
Yeah,
I
really
tell
lucky
them
spawns.
never call
I'll take any of
me
those I can get in this DLC.
shield.
Place sucks.
And you can quote me on that. Hey, here's what Piston's offering, Chickadee. Piston will sponsor you. Piston will take you under his muscly wing, and we will open that vault together. I've already set up your first fight in the arena. Get in there and show him that Piston and the Vault Hunter are a force to be reckoned with.
Is it just me, or does it seem like he's gonna betray the fuck out of you? Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like our next combatant has arrived. Does the Vault Hunter have what it takes to survive the Appetite for Destruction round? I think we all know the answer.
Maybe.
Maybe. rules are simple. Use the provided loot and kill everybody. The last
Thank
fighter
goodness we
standing
don't have to
is
use
a
the provided loot.
bona fide badass. Go to the center of the arena when you're ready to start.
Alright, now we just try to survive this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The Horde of Horrors versus the Vault Hunter.
First round's pretty easy.
Fight!
We get like 2 spawns right here. Just 1 spawn right here. Okay. Let's see if the other guy is... Nope, he doesn't matter either.
A crushing blow from the Vault Hunter.
Yep, 3 enemies, tough.
Next wave, bitches.
Chase down people that have guns. If I see any elemental guns, chase them down first.
Holy crap. Are you still fighting these
No.
idiots?
Shock's not
Pick up
that
the pace if
easy.
you want to be Pistons partner. Another wave down. Better get some ammo.
Okay, my Gunzerk's doing great.
It's time for another wave.
Cool.
Where's the rat?
Oh, lucky that wasn't a scary thing. What are you shooting at? Alright, Arena Goliath this one.
Lord, this message is irrelevant. That Vault Hunter's
So just
chewing through
pay
waves
attention
like a
for him.
fat kid through a cookie store. Now I want cookies. Here's a cow. It's the final wave.
I should have left him. That guy was really nice for a second win. Wait, is that the Arena Goliath already? Sure is. Alright, that was not sloppy at all, Piston. That was great. Other guys spawn up here? Oh. I'm gonna let that guy live. Oops. Can't aim. Okay. I'm gonna just wait for my dot to wear off. Nah, I'm good. Alright. That was pretty clean, actually.
That's it. The Vault Hunter wins and is now leaped up to rank number 5 on the leaderboards. Piston is proud of you. I've arranged for the stagehands to deliver some guns to you. Take them.
Take them.
Piston thinks this will be the start of a beautiful
I will take them.
relationship. I'm not gonna share the false prize with some no-name mercenary. I'm the greatest fighter.
So I'm pretty sure you're
who
actually
ever
fast enough,
lived.
at least as Sal,
Open the vault
to,
myself.
like, get out of here. Save quitting doesn't save you any time. Also, they deactivate this, so it doesn't really matter, but
That noise you're hearing is the arena filling up
I could
with
go
hard
shopping.
gas. I've turned off the cameras. Just breathe deep and pass out like a good little coward.
Oh, it actually kicks you out of the shop. I didn't know that.
What happened to the camera feed? Why do I hear gas? Did somebody drag the Vault Hunter away? I have no idea what is going on.
Yeah, those are easy spawns, which was fortunate.
What the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, the Vault Hunter has disappeared from the arena. torque.
There we go.
The Vault Hunter ran away. They found out they'd have to fight me, Piston, to become the #1 badass on Pandora. And they ran away like a little baby. Ran away? This is a travesty. I've got no choice. As the head of the tour tournament, I must officially dub the Vault Hunter a coward.
Oh, it's gonna be so nice once this is done. I hope that I get it done.
Okay, it's straight up dog time. I know you ain't actually a coward, but that twist ending didn't make for some good TV. Still, you're gonna need a new sponsor.
Think I have
if
to
you
wait
wanna
for
stay
this?
in the
I don't know.
tournament. Get to the beatdown.
I've reached the beatdown. Okay, got my grenade on.
The #4 rape badass lives out here. His name's Pyro Pete, and he
They're like all psychos. This is awesome.
kidnapped one of the freelance
This is the
around
best.
here a day ago.
Nobody spawned with a gun.
Him, but not in that order. I tell you, that Vault Hunter coward was
I'm
like a
getting
child.
carried. I didn't even get shot running through the first part of the beatdown. What do you mean? Such a thing is possible?
How the mighty have fallen. Even with the whole coward thing, you're still the #5 badass on the Torg leaderboard, and Piston's #1. You just gotta kill your way up the list, and then you'll be able to whip out your heroism and slap Piston in the face with it.
I know, these spawns are awesome.
It's the coward. You're gonna burn, 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 burn. Flamey blitz fire in the sky. Let's
Uh-huh.
fire walk with me. Fire talk.
Yes, just keep barely touching me. I don't like this guy.
But you gotta wait until you find out where he stashed that sponsor and kill them. Otherwise, you can't rise up the leaderboards.
Okay, look, that was awesome. That was like the best beatdown I could ever have asked for.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time for
Okay, just gonna wait for my gunzer.
a bar brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
All right. There are only like 3 guys that I have to kill in this one. It's like pretty low requirements. One. There's 2. That's fine. Like I said, only like 3 guys.
This fight reminds me of my dad. Alcoholism destroyed. You finished Pyro Pete's bullshit. Now go talk to him and he'll probably tell you he's gonna give you a sponsor.
You're just gonna ignore me.
Betray you and try to kill you, and you'll have to kill him, and it will be awesome. Anything you want to add, Pete?
That was awesome
No.
too.
You are
This
covered
Torg DLC is just being fantastic.
that. You are welcome.
Okay. Just gonna wait. Want my full gunzerk for Peter.
Here we go, fight fans! It's Pyro Pete versus the Vault Hunter! Fight!
I cannot be harmed. My shield.
You wanna drop your hat? There you go.
With Pete dead, that sponsor chick he kidnapped shouldn't be far. Find her.
Stay clear of the elevator. No more difficulty in Tord DLC. It's hard enough. It's mean enough.
Now introducing the barbarian, the beautiful, the most buxom sponsor of the history of Pandora, Mad Moxie!
Please no Motor Mama the Invincible.
Miss me, sugar? Thanks for the save, doll. So, you want what's in the vault? And given how tragically long it's been since I ran my own fighting ring, I want Torg's Coliseum for myself. I think it's time you and I became partners. With benefits. Head back to the main crater and we'll talk some more.
Invincible T-Rex. Yep, my favorite. That's just what I wanted.
So you found another sponsor. That's sweet, baby. But let me explain something. You're still just a no-name merc with muscles like wet noodles. My pets are laughing at you right now. You hear that?
Right, I haven't even touched this DLC before. Next stream, I think I'll do a couple headhunters to start. Then I'll do Hammerlock.
Also, you should treat Moxie nice. Nothing is more badass than treating a woman with respect.
I'll probably what I think I'll do is I'll do Snowman and then Hallowed Hollow.
Hey, darling. Right now you're ranked 4th on the Torg leaderboard, but
Rather fight an Invincible Mama or an Invisible Mama? No. My answer is no. No, I'm not going to fight raid bosses.
Hey, y'all! Welcome to the new and improved Catch a Ride! Now with 47%.
I'll get a Topnia, just any Topnia from Snowman chest. So I'll do a little bit of farming. So that I can do, I can have the easiest time with the Scrack. I think that's what I actually did in practice. Is my car gonna survive? This is incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the wild child, the queen of obscene, that girl who'll make you hurl. Tiny Tina!
My car is okay.
I'm gonna be a trainer. Right now you like pow, but when I'm done you're gonna be like pillar pow. Get your butt to the arena and let's do this shiz. Step 1 of my training regimen is food.
All right,
You
arena
got
sucks.
to get
Hate this
those
place.
carbs, son. The back of the arena got tons of noms for the workers. Get some cookies so you can eat them and grow up big and strong and kick piston in the butt.
Uh-huh. See what I'm hating right now?
sugar, I know you don't generally need the help of a trainer, but it'll go over
Why is
great.
your crit spot so small?
There's nothing the masses love more than a training sequence.
Why must you? Anyway, I definitely want everyone in here to die.
Oh snap! They got chocolate chip! As a connoisseur of tasty treats,
Button
I
that
can assure
opens
you
the thing?
chocolate
That's
chip
like
cookies
crazy.
are
The only
for
time
real
there's
deal.
anything like that in this game. First you die. Next you die. Alright, we're fine.
A lot of people think you gotta eat protein and
Why-
stuff
why
if you
with
want
the
a
torch?
space train, but I'm like, real badasses eat chocolate chip cookies. I'm gonna get that tattooed across my back in old English font.
Alright, just let it happen.
Wait a minute. Those cookies weren't chocolate chip. Those are raisins.
So I'm not going to kill everyone on the way back. I'm going to run past it for the most part.
Shawty! Destroy all the food dispensers! Wipe the raisin abominations off the map! I just wanted chocolate chip cookies! Why do bad things happen to good people?
Holy skag suck! Somebody's destroying our food dispensers! In a few months, all the workers will probably starve to death!
Good.
That is awesome!
Why would you ever make cookies that aren't chocolate chip? You brought this on yourself! Yes! You did it.
Run away, run away,
No one will ever
run
have to fall
away.
victim to that oatmeal
Run away.
raisin
Why are
ever
you
again.
like this?
Come on back, Hugabutt.
Okay, no big deal.
This here scooter. I'll get you where you
I'm pretty much just going to not save quit in this whole DLC, which is kind of unfortunate because it would be a little convenient here and there. But only one grog, what are you going to do? You are insane.
Your training is complete for now, Maho. Let me know if you need any more help from a master. Until then, get to a battle board. Moxie's fine ass set up some fights for you that should pull Motor Mama out of hiding.
Yep, I'm on it. I don't like the vroomy sound that I'm hearing over there. Fine. Surrounded by heathens. Wait, turn this in at the frickin' oops. When you just don't remember this DLC.
Alright, Sugar. Looks like they call this one the Death Race. You've got to speed across the crater and kill a bunch of bikers along the way.
I do not have to
If
kill
you
a bunch
do
of
well,
bikers along the
we'll
way. Imagine if
let
they
you lift your
actually
shirt
intended
for
you to
us.
do that. They probably did initially.
Metaphorically.
This is another thing where they probably changed the objective without changing the dialogue. Oops. It's okay, I did it for the 360 and it was kind of cool. I'm really... Okay, that one's not on me. TBH, need the afterburner. No, no, don't poach me. Please leave me alone. And the same thing. Just wanted to park such that I had some cover from my car.
Oh, hi, I'm Motor Mama, and I see you've been trying to get my attention. If you like, we could fight each other and see which of us is the best. Sound fun? I'll be waiting for you.
Don't let her voice throw you. Motor Mama is a stone-cold psychopath.
This place sucks. I say that about every place in this DLC, just throwing that out there. I don't think that I wore the afterburner at all in my first playthrough. Well, I probably put it on right then, but probably then realized, nope.
After Motor Mama for the #3 spot on the Torg leaderboard. I'm glad somebody
Beatdown was really, really nice to me.
fight other gladiators. The rest of you horks are just sitting around waiting for challengers to come to you. Tease.
I must say, I'm really looking forward to our fight. I've been waiting to fight a real warrior.
All right, that was
and
really
having
smooth.
watched you in action, I truly believe that you will make me work hard before I ultimately kill you and devour
Why is a
your
guy
body.
chasing me? Get over it. That did a lot of damage to my car. Nice, Gecko. You did it. Clear.
Be careful. Motor Mama loves vehicles. That's what attracted her to me in the first place. Oh, did I mention we dated for a while? Had to break it off when she
Okay,
devoured
so this
one of my
combat
girlfriends
kind of scary, and
alive.
I think I need to kill
Nobody
everyone.
eats my lady friends but me. Oh, God. Too far. That was in bad taste. Vomited in my mouth a little bit. Sorry, the innuendo talk is a defense mechanism.
That's fine. Hey, yeah, squeeze the Sal in there. Why are you here? Alright, that went pretty okay. I'm doing my best to make this Sal head towards victory. This fight scares me a little.
Oh,
I had a bit of a messy one
If you would like me to not
in
eat
practice.
you until after you were dead, I understand and respect your wishes. I will also completely ignore them.
I'm so glad you could make it. I'm gonna kill you and make sandwiches out of your corpse.
It's that time again! Motor Mama!
I don't know if I can use Gunzerker or not for this, but I'm just gonna use Gunzerker. Oh man, look at her launcher.
The fight begins. For color commentary, I'm now joined via echo by the Vault Hunters manager, Moxie.
Pleasure to be here, Torg.
Okay.
Simple, Torg.
What?
Motor Mama may have
Stop
a chip
that.
on her shoulder.
The Vault Hunter wins!
What'd I tell ya?
Ladies and gents, the Vault Hunter is now the number 3 badass on Pandora.
Your
This
vehicle
is
would
one
just kind of
number
die
higher than
if you had it
4.
in that
Well,
fight. So I don't think it would have mattered if they let you keep it.
Appreciated.
I think it would be less frustrating the way that they have it. And maybe they figured that out.
Hey, Sugar, come on back when you're done over there.
A lot of people been asking why my voice beeps all the time. The Torque shareholders fired my voice box with digital censor, so I can't say stuff like
Shody, I was watching you fight Motor Mama, and I just want to say, damn, girl. You is a pimp. I just...
Leave me alone. This one I think we turn in.
Time to go for the number 2 ranking, Sugar. I've tracked down the number 2 ranked fighter.
Okay, so this combat is not actually too bad.
Watch in suspense as the Vault Hunter heads to the forge. Destined to battle Flyboy. Nothing can stop our Vault Hunter from achieving his goal. Nothing. Door locked. Plot twist.
The door's locked? Great. Torque Security would probably have the keys. Get to the arena and steal them from the security box.
And grenade off.
Just so your weak ass knows, I'm the one who locked the forge. Now because I'm worried about you ranking up, I could detonate your skull.
You're near the... Great. Now you can get into the forge, take down Flyboy, and become the
Grenade
number
on.
2 badass on the leaderboard.
Before anyone even spawned.
This is Flyboy with a message for that vault hunting noob sauce. I am the future. You vault hunters are
So now we
old
drive to the
noobs.
forge.
I'm
Again,
your
forge
office.
combat is not
Let me
actually too
tell you,
bad.
Brooke, I'm just gonna K your ray so hard, you'll beg me to
Usually.
SYITF.
What do you think, Vance?
And the buzzards won't be a problem. Then we get to the part with the blimp, and then it's kind of bad. Scary.
But I'll pretend otherwise to maintain dramatic tension.
Flyboy's a spunky one. He just turned 16, so naturally he thinks he's invincible. You're gonna prove otherwise, Sugar.
Okay, if these spawns are good, I can just run past them, no fear. Do I expect that? Not really. All right, that was good. No elements. Wow. Are you kidding? I don't think that's that much more though.
Made it to the
That's funny though. Like, dang. I don't think it's worth it. Mine's really fast. But like, what?
but good luck getting in my quarters, please, Breeze.
50% on a green? Like, is that possible? It has a Molly 1 part. Molly 1 Hyperion Ancient. Like, okay.
No Dre.
Flyboy may think he's defended,
Like
but I found 3 access points.
The
to
battery
his
has
lair.
to be Molly
Get to
1.
the battle board and blast your way through any of the access points, and you'll get your shot at Flyboy. Poor bastard has no idea what he's in for.
I think that's the highest green adaptive I've ever seen as well. Oops. Okay, not on fire. I'm just gonna leave that last guy. Don't need him.
So yeah, I heard of this flyboy guy. He's a noob. Just stick to the fundamentals I taught you and you're gonna be ace.
What fundamentals? Eat lots of cookies?
Shut the hell up, Moxie! You don't understand my process? I take it back, girl. You know I love you. You forgive me?
I guess, sure.
Okay, so I'm not really doing any combat for the rest of this. Gonna run right up to Flyboy's bling. Unless this guy happens. What the frick are you doing with that? Jeez. Okay, that guy doesn't have a launcher, so... Man, that was hecked up. No, usually, the material required for higher rarity does boost the stats of things. I don't know what stats that applies to for adaptive shields, though.
Flyboy's so arrogant, he thinks his buzzard's army will protect him. But once you wipe them all out, he'll learn that pride goeth before a fall. Icarus symbolism! If you kill Flyboy's men and steal his toys, he'll invite you to his lair so he can kill you. Ah, the folly of youth!
No buzzard survived me. Apart from quads, are any part combinations rarity locked? I mean, I don't think you can get white cord barrel on ARs. I'm sure there are lots of things. You can't get accessories on whites at all. Just, that's none. Yeah, white guns are locked out of a lot of stuff. I don't know how many things green guns are locked out of, though. And shields, I have no clue.
I'm gonna make a piston promise to you, baby.
What's a piston promise like?
What happens with that pissant Flyboy? You are not leaving that forge alive.
Keep going, Dirge. You worked real hard just to get your shoes pushed in this close to the end. Once I'm in a buzzard, Muhammad himself could not stop me. I'm gonna show you what a real badass is.
This guy's worth killing.
Ladies and gents, we're nearly ready for Flyboy and the
Yeah, that was really
Vault
good.
Hunter to face off.
No mono on capacitor on adaptive? Well, yeah. Right, of course.
Sorry, Torg, but I'm much better at doing the blow-by-blow commentaries for these fights.
Big deal. I can use innuendo too. Tonight's fight is between Flyboy and the Vault Hunter.
But yes, you could get a green adaptive that's Hyperion double Maliwan, which would be the highest special it could get for resistance.
I'm gonna DT my buzzard with your goddamn spine!
We're ready to start! Flyboy versus the Vault Hunter! Fight! Holy shit! Some huge goddamn airship just murdered Flyboy!
Hey, you info.
That is completely against the rules. I demand to know where the ref is.
What the fuck is a ref?
The silver down! I need one!
Okay, no one's mad at me, no one's attacking. I'm actually save quitting there because going back through the forge is not worth it.
It's time. This is it.
Okay, so now I'm gonna... I'll get a Molly-1 grog, I guess. Yep, it's Leadstorm time. Hey, Dark Knight. Nice to meet you as well. We got here for the final boss of the final thing I'm doing today. The last really hard content left for my one life. And then it's just like half the game of being able to choke. I didn't think Torg DLC would only take me like 45 minutes, though. That's kind of surprisingly fast. Don't know why I used tab there. You know what? You're gonna be like this. Yep, first try. I knew it. Hammerlock is fast because it's really short. This is also kind of short, but it's like hard. Hammerlock is just annoying.
Hey y'all, welcome to the new and improved Catch a Ride, now with 47%.
Say, what are you planning to do with the arena once the tournament is over?
Oh, probably get a construction team in here to carefully disassemble it. And what the fuck do you think? We're gonna blow it up.
Oh, sugar, I've got a much better idea.
Okay, so you actually do have enough time to run out of the arena before you really get attacked by the T-Rex.
This is where it all ends, fight fans. Are you ready?
I told you to stay away, Vault Hunter. But now it's time I fought you in single combat. Gladiator versus gladiator. Versus... giant goddamn metal T-Rex!
Piston, you cheating bastard!
I'm not a cheater.
Okay. We have now basically won.
Allosaurus.
On our terrible B.
Greatest mechanical marvel I've ever seen. It is the Henry IV of robotic dinosaurs.
I wait.
I tell you, Torg, this is a legendary battle between good and evil, between cowardice and heroism.
Between giant metal T-Rexes and things that aren't giant metal T-Rexes.
Well put.
I know.
I love how the Leadstorm just like stops things spawning. Oh, okay. Read it out. Is this guy that dangerous that you gotta be outside the arena? Yes. This boss sucks. This boss is terrible. It is the worst boss in the game. It's faster than you. There's no cover. It has bullet reflection on like 90% of its body. It has these crit spots, these barrels that you're supposed to destroy in order to kill it, but destroying all of them above like normal mode doesn't do all of its health, so it no longer has any high damage intake spots, and it just, you gotta shoot it in the bullet reflection for like a lot of its health. It's not good. Okay. So the reason this strat works is because this gun shoots arcing projectiles. When they bullet reflect, they just kind of go off in a random arc instead of straight back at you because they're straight projectiles like normal projectiles. And the B is all of my damage. He placed some objects in the arena with the map editor, and he drove right through them. Awesome. I love that. So I think he can't move anymore, maybe. Nope, he can move. No, so Zero, first off, Zero doesn't have a problem with this boss because you have Bore, so you don't get bullet reflection in general. Which is great. But no, I don't think he can reflect kunai. I hope he can't reflect kunai.
No!
You made a PowerPoint for One Life, Sal.
Prepare to face the champ.
Like an actual beautiful PowerPoint. That's really something. Are you gonna publish it? Are we gonna be able to check it out? Oh my god. It was so kind of close, but not really.
The vault is gonna open.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Vault Hunter!
The vault's opening.
Well, with that, the hard content is done. Now anything else is just a choke.
No time!
Jackenstein's pretty easy for Sal. And Wound Spike is, like, annoying. But, like, no. That DLC is just a test of patience. More than anything. No, solo you don't do raid bosses. I fought dragons for a while to get that lead storm. Alright, well, since that didn't take very long, I'm gonna do hammerlocks. Screw it. I got nothing else to do with my day. I expected that to take over an hour, but it did not. Hammerlock should also be about this short. That one. By the way, yes, those do let you shoot them.
Aha! You've made it, old chum. I've set up a base camp.
This DLC is not going to be fun.
Come find me, would you?
With this done, that means all I have left is going to be Scarlet and Headhunters. So I guess I'm just going to bang out all the Headhunters, like, in a row. And then finish with Scarlet. But, like, tomorrow or something. I'm assuming I don't die in this content. I'm going to finish this one life, like, tomorrow. What? They murdered that thing. I did not think that they were that good. All right, I'm gonna steer clear. I don't wanna know.
I'm nearby. Come find me and we'll fight our way to the lodge together.
Triple O is not gonna spawn randomly.
Carefree weekend of hunting, companionship, and bawdy jokes about social taboos.
What ho, Bolt Hunter! Welcome to Agris.
The lodge is just up the path here. Stick close and we should arrive with no trouble.
It's so funny that it's reasonable for me to do the entire, like, one life in one day. The entire max level playthrough. Okay, Salvador. Do you mind? Clearly he does mind. Are you not up here? My guy?
I see
Sweet.
you in my swamp, little moths. I know why you're here. You want what's in my ship. You want my power. Pardon. We came here to hunt. Afraid we've never heard of you before. What? Really? Professor Nakayama?
So, Mopey, am I keeping you from streaming because you gotta see if I die?
Oh, that's nice. Good for you. People are terrified of me. How do you not know? You guys are assholes.
We can use this lodge as a base of operations for our hunting expeditions. I'll let you know. Press that switch and let there be light. Within the bowels of this continent lie
I'm gonna drink some water.
there we shall sail into the heart of relative dimness and begin our hunt. Tally ho!
Well, I hope you're proud of how Torg went then, since you had to catch that. You're so slow. Making a very leisurely pace. To stream your reaction? Nah.
Thank you for joining me on this expedition.
Nah, I don't give consent to restream my content.
Such as these, and with my right hand being made of metal, I'm incapable of amusing introducing myself in the way most other males would. Some ribald humor for you there.
Positively
Positively
ribald.
ribald.
Ah, there's the catch-a-boat station. We can summon a dinghy. I shall have to repair
Repair it after I take a moment to laugh heartily at the amusing cadence of the word dinghy.
Ding it.
Now that that's over with, please watch my back. Once I've repaired the station, you can summon a dinghy, travel deeper into the swamp, and start hunting some real game.
So I wait here for the boats. I'm not doing Jolt's strat of safely hanging out up there.
Bolt Hunter, I feel
Not really
things
gonna
are about
mesh.
to get hairy. They've got boats. Where in damnation did they get boats?
Boats gone? Boats are gone. Alright, men with guns. You die first. This guy has a bonus, I think. This is going to be nice to be doing a DLC where at least not everyone has guns. Only some people have guns. They're just annoying to kill. That was pretty easy.
Something's wrong here, Bolton.
Who is that horribly overdramatic so-and-so who sicked those savages on us? I finished repairing the catch-a-boat. Grab a dinghy and get going. Now, let's go hunting.
I've heard tell of an unusual creature out in Silas Grove. Head out there, find it, and do what you do best. By which I mean blast it to tiny bits, of course.
This DLC only has like 4 maps. Crazy. Oh. Hey, JGO. Want to update the command to include Torg DLC? Now I'll do it real quick. Alright, Mopey, good luck yourself. Catching your Sal up to me before I finish tomorrow so you can beat Sal before I do. Combat up there, not going to be the most fun. I'm going to do all of it. because they'll mess me up.
Ah, there it is. A scallion. Well armored and incredibly deadly. Watch its tail, Vault Hunter.
It's loud in here.
Critical! Shooting things is fun! I am having fun!
You can't do it. Steve is uncrittable.
Everyone's gonna die! Everyone! I approve! Rock and roll!
Don't develop my habit of assuming that all of your shots are kill shots. You can see it so much when I shoot an enemy and then I look away because I'm like, oh yeah, they're dead now.
This is ridiculous! This is what it's all about!
Jolly good show. Wait, you guys are just gonna do your hunting thing? Aren't you even curious as to why I can order these savages around? We shall deal with you in good time, sir. I promise my
Thank you for the luck,
a
turtle.
pleasurable weekend of hunting, and the gentleman always keeps his word. What? Come on. You guys fight me already? Please. Vault Hunter, it appears we shan't get a moment's peace as long as this Nakayama fellow keeps hassling us to go fight him. I've heard some bizarre radio chatter coming from the other side of Silas Grove. I'm afraid you'll have to head there, stop whatever horrible plans Nakayama has conceived, and
Boat's
save
not
the
here.
world. Again. Great. Yeah, good. That's what I wanted. You won't regret it.
Leave me alone.
Picking up radio chatter.
Boat, not okay.
Sounds like Nakayama's
Boat, not okay.
You and Chad were nemesis. Be careful. Now that we're fighting, it's like I'm as cool as handsome Jack. Like a dream.
Again, I'm killing all of these guys. I didn't know you could do anything like that in Borderlands 1 with flipping. I hate that boat. Okay, any gunman must die. The aim punch from this guy hitting me caused me to crit that gun guy. I wasn't aiming for him until that guy's aim punch got me. That's fine. Is there anyone bad? No, it's just these two guys. Third one. Okay, you gotta dodge him to the right, to your right. Did it just hit me through the ground? Am I getting screwed by this car? I gotta run away. I wish the car would give up. I'm not that cool.
Devil is that chanting all about? Steady on, Vault Hunter. These savages are worshipping something that means two things. It'll be Hyperion and deadly. You've made it, but what the devil are they worshipping? A deadly creature? Some Hyperion murder bot?
I didn't know about that, Broken Squids. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know about this boat, but it's probably over it now. I hope.
Sometimes I just need to sit back, relax, and get worshipped by a bunch of dudes who look kind of like that douchebag you killed.
What'd you say?
Claptrap, what are you doing? Shut up!
What? I'm just saying that if you could measure a human being in douchelosities, Handsome Jack would be off the scale.
He said bad thing. Get him!
What? Help!
Perfect.
You saved me! You hear that, you stupid Jack?
That guy's corrosive gun I didn't like. It's too good for me.
Oh, clearly you did hear that. Whoops.
Yes, you do, Sal. You have so many issues, but they're solutions for me. Oh. Nope. That's annoying. What? That time his shield was in the way. There we go. Great, now I'm gonna run around. These guys seem to want to stay up here. You believe in slag? Alright, sweet.
You were worshiping me. I was so tired of those savages briefly distracted before you ganked them. The savages let me in on the professor's plan. He's got a temporary
Where we go next?
an Argentine station that he's using to create Iridium engineered Jack clones.
Oh, gas mask. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid. Should be fine. How's it going? Pretty well. I've knocked out like everything in this one life. All of the hard stuff. How's it going for you? What were you up to? Been a really productive day. Okay, next map. A little unpleasant. Gonna ignore these guys. Oh, yeah. Axton XP farm is just kind of slow, I feel.
Great! You've made it to Nakayama's lab. Now you've got to find a sample
But hey,
of
Tubby,
Handsome Jack's DNA
what
and
doll
destroy
class mod
him.
do you get from Tubby's? What are like all of his class mods doll? I feel like most of them are. Ranger and Engineer. I'm probably going to ignore the Borox. Don't really see a reason to do this combat. But I am going to do all this combat. Because these guys are going to, like, mess me up as I go. It's fine. As long as his head works. Practice is important. I practiced literally the entire game at OP10 before doing this playthrough. Like, I took my casual Sal and I reset my playthrough. I did every bit of content, just like I'm doing now. Please, Empress.
Yes, that's one of my mysterious DNA samples. The life force of my incredibly secret planet will never, ever uncover. Claptrap already told us you're planning to clone Handsome Jack. Son of a bitch.
That's one sample destroyed. I can practically smell the dying handsomeness from here.
So it'd be nice if those guys just spawn lock me, because that's a lot of red dots.
Hello? Anybody?
And this combat over here in the next one is not easy. But they're probably going to stop now. I'm going to have to fight. Which is fine. I can do that. There are a lot of witch doctors in this one. Here's one of them. No, that's not one of them. Thought it was. Okay, this guy's got to go. This guy gets baited. Never mind. I'm gonna kill you.
Just think of all the upsides. Firstly, you'd yeah, I got nothing.
Never mind. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm over it. I agree. Leveling Axton isn't the most fun. Hey, thank you for the luck. Oops. What do I get for not killing enough people? That doesn't really hurt. Gotta wait for Claptrap to finish talking, though. Now Wound Spike. So I want to kill these guys just to get my Gunzerk back, mostly.
Rock and roll! Killing with skill!
I just lost all the power to my experiments. That's it, Bolt Hunter.
Kill her.
Time to face the metal bits. Blow off the metal bits.
Let's blow off the methods. Don't remember how you do this.
Seriously, can you just stop? I put a lot of work into this plan and make a jack creature, and you just freaking throwing it and making me freaking. It's so hard to do.
Lots of second wins, though. And ideally, I just don't go down. The metal parts? There aren't, like, any more metal parts. I'd love to know where any more metal parts are.
Oh my God,
There we
you
go.
killed him so easily. Okay, that's
Got a crit.
that's disheartening.
Got the kill.
Crap. Exceedingly well done, Vault Hunter. Come on back to me and we'll see about taking down Nakayama himself. Okay. I'm honestly scared out of my mind right now, but you still haven't totally stopped me.
Okay, I'm not really sure how you're meant to do that boss either, because it's really bad.
Complete with one sample of Jack's DNA and the most dangerous genetic monstrosity Pandora's ever seen. The only way to truly stop me is to come to my ship and kill me. Wait, why did I tell you that? What a rubbish evil genius you are. Good God, man, show some backbone. Throw some sarcastic taunts at us or something. What?
Just shoot it? I mean, that was my strat. Thanks, Bodes. Shoot metal parts? I think that the turret's the only metal part. I mean, its jaw certainly seems to have bullet reflection. Expect boar, shoot boss. If only. I would love to be Sal with boar. Can you imagine? That'd be so good.
Now, as the good professor so moronically told us, he's still in possession of a secondary genetic
Modification lab in the confines of his crashed ship, the HSS Terminus. Being the badass you are, I'm certain you'll have no trouble heading to his ship and shooting the
Okay,
living
Canorex frag,
daylights
lot to do. Like a lot of combat that I'm not skipping, and that is kind of scary. I think it would be scarier not to skip, so works out. Could not do that. So this is already the end of this DLC.
Quick suggestion. Just stop chasing me. I've already found my secret weapon, and I'm activating it now, so, you know, you're already too late. No need to head to the terminus and kill me. No reason whatsoever.
Okay, so I don't need to kill the first couple camps. Unless I do, we'll see. What? Oh. Gunman? You're not allowed? There's another gunman.
Nearly there, Vault Hunter. You must find the professor and wipe him out before he unleashes his secret weapon. Quite ironic in a sense. You came here to hunt creatures, and now you're tracking the most dangerous game of all.
It's the most dangerous game, minion. Just FYI.
Thanks, Claptrap. I hate that you can do that through the wall. That's cheating. Please don't cheat in my presence. Okay, so I need to get my Gunzerg back to ready status here. All gunmen must die. You're gonna die too. And you're gonna die. You're not gonna die, I guess. Look away, I need to cheat. Nope. So I have to kill all these guys across this bridge.
You're still coming for me? Okay, release the elites.
Okay. Please die. There we go. Cool. That guy's just a nobody. Here more. Also, though, this guy has gun, and gun is not allowed in my presence. Oh, but... Okay, where are they at? Perfect. He's not having a good time. Why are the spawns so slow? I haven't been spawn locked for this entire map. maybe I'm just outside of their spawn trigger.
What the hell?
Sweet.
Those were literally my best guys. Oh god, I'm so screwed. Crap, 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 crap.
This guy's a jerk. Therefore, he will die. Is there a gunman? No gunman. I got stuck. No gunmen, no men that slow me down. Other men are fine. Yeah, I guess they do expect you to back up across the bridge and thus put the spawn trigger only along the bridge. That's what it seemed like. Alright, this next bit of combat, not a huge fan. But it's definitely in my best interest to kill them. At least that guy has to go. Yeah, that's actually fine. Didn't kill the guy I was planning to kill, but, you know, it worked out. Gunman? Yeah, you can live. For now. Is it really so hard, Sal? Gunman? Other gunman? Not gunmen? Goodbye. I'm yelling one-liner.
Buy from me if you want to live.
Hey, I would love to wait for some enemies to spawn. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just stealing their arms. Oh, I need to shoot them. Don't want to not have Gunzer. Okay, I don't really have any need for any of these guys. Already got my friends. You back? All right, are we getting a skip? Got the thing?
Okay. I'm totally terrified right now, but I think I've still got a chance to stop you, Vault Hunter. You may be a walking apocalypse, but I've got my brains, and my guns, and this ship! I may just have a chance again.
No, I got a yellow jacket. It's right there.
Simpere, Vault Hunter. Now go collect the fruits of your labors from the terminus.
I'll check the fancy loot ones. I don't really care about loot here. I don't need it. Where's the lodge? Better adaptive shield. This one got me through all the hardest content. I feel like it would be mean to get rid of it. How's my backpack doing? 36 just from neglect. Okay, so next time we're gonna do Marcus's mercenary shop, but for today we're done. That was really productive. All right. Tomorrow I'm gonna finish this one life, I think. That was just perfect. Perfect day. Tomorrow I'm gonna win. I'll be the 8th completion. Thank you all very much for hanging out and supporting through all of the adventure. It was good stuff. Let me update the command. Hammer lock DLC. Sweet. So yeah, more of this tomorrow. Finishing. Go watch Mopey for more One Life Sal. He's probably starting TVHM today on his Sal right now. But anyway, you're all great. Tomorrow, using my code gets you 40% off pants from Western Rise, and I think everything is 30% off already. Here, hit up with the sellout. You can buy merch, join the Discord, and say hello, all that good stuff. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.